Okay, I'll be starting here shortly. Give me a moment. Starting the stream on Twitch. Hello, Ravenites, and welcome back to another episode of the Currency Chat. This time, we have the Ravencoin Community Day going on this Friday. We already got a bunch of people in Twitter hanging out with us in Twitter Spaces. If you're interested in joining us, you guys can join us by joining the C3 Media Twitter account, and then we'll be doing Spaces here every Friday to talk about what's been going on in the Ravencoin community. But before we get started with Ravencoin, I want to make sure that we plug in C3 Media. If you guys can check out here on the screen, I do have our coin tree up. You guys can connect with us on Discord, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Spotify, and Odyssey. All right, so with that said, once again, for the listeners out there, for the viewers out there that are live, we are on Twitch. Okay, so if you guys want to see the visuals on Twitch, if you guys go to the coin tree linked below, you'll find the live stream there. All right, so before we get started, let's head on over to development. So I'm going to go to the Ravencoin. You guys can follow along if you guys are in Twitter Spaces. I'm in the Ravencoin developers meeting channel, and I'm going to go back to September 16th, 2022. That was from last week, and I'm going to read this week's. The reason I'm going from last week is because there was a lot of activity going on in last week's meeting. This week wasn't so much. It's just kind of a follow up of what's been going on last week. Okay, so here we go. I'm actually going to read a little bit the closing statement from 9-2. This is from Kinkajou, and it looks like Kinkajou has pretty much been arranging these development meetings. All right. So on 9-2, the meeting ends with dev meeting recap. Members present in speaking order: Kinkajou, LSJ IO7, Seal Clubber, Tron. The topics discussed were Ravencoin testnet. The notes are: the Ravencoin testnet is currently on as soon to be depreciated chain fork. We will be rolling back to the chain 4.6.1 rules without P2SH before a BIP9 activated hard fork to the expected P2SH implementation. All right, now we're going to move on to September 16th. Kinkajou starts off the day with channel is open. Tron responds, hi all. Babel Yaga responds, hola. Tron responds, I just saw that there is a scam for Ravencoin 4.7.1. Baba responds, the wallet doubler? Question mark. Kinkajou responds, yes, bots have been raiding the server. I think Kravetta got them all, but they were using Electrum release notes and a testnet release version, so very troubling. Tron responds, it was a direct message to me, not in a channel. Kravetta responds, yeah, they do that now. Someone _2 responds, at this point, if I get a DM about an update or a wallet, I just assume it's a scam and bot, etc. Kinkajou responds, at Tron, did you ever hear back from Kiev Pool regarding that bounty? Question mark. It seems to me like they had it really ready to sell, but I've not heard from their team in over a week now. Tron responds to Kinkajou, yes, there are two groups that have a pool ready. It is my fault for not having the bounty info online. I need to assign it a contribution address, and the ballot wallets, which I use for the addresses, are buried as a result of a house flood. I should have that resolved this weekend. It was an exciting week with new mining hashes power flowing over the Raven from Ethereum. Kinkajou responds, I've never been more excited to be out of a job. Hopefully the start of more good things to come for Ravencoin. VRBO Verbose responds, greetings. The humble miner jumps into the conversation. Quick to shout out Jaraz for adding a UA comment info for nodes on the node site. People can now register the Raven wallet to be rewarded, and those addresses are viewable by everyone. I'll continue to push the effort for more people to add to rewards, even if it's random. It's a great incentive to help strengthen the chain. Hans Schmitz jumps into the conversation with a hello. Deadheaded Alt responds to Kinkajou. Have you heard of Kiev this week? There were some power issues over there. Kinkajou responds to Deadheaded. No, not in over a week. Tron responds, great to see you, Hans. Here, happy to see EVR announced. Kinkajou responds, they were really anxious to sell though, only asked $500. Tron responds to Deadheaded, I haven't heard from them this week. Hope all is okay. Deadheaded responds, a few people I follow over there have gone dark since Russia hit the power plant in the city. Hans responds to Tron, thanks, but I'm wearing my Raven hat in this meeting. Tron responds to Hans, you look good in a Raven hat with a smiley face emoji. Deadheaded responds, how is P2SH testing coming? Question mark. Kinkajou responds, I think we were in the process of taking that off the testnet, so impossible to test until we do another BIP9 hard fork to add it back. Deadheaded responds, I noticed my 4.9 test wallet stopped syncing on the mainnet with the release of 4.6.1. Next question. How many of you guys here have installed the new Ravencoin browser extension? Question mark. Kinkajou responds, right, the P2SH code on the testnet was not the same as would be released on the mainnet. Eventually, so we were rolling the chain back so the testnet would emulate the expected mainnet conditions. Deadheaded responds, anything else on the agenda? Question mark. Kinkajou responds, LSJ IO7 brought up a couple of weeks back reducing the transaction fees. We reduced them like 1,000 times earlier on to prevent spamming, but myself and others believe that may be hindering Web3 use cases on Raven. Deadheaded responds, if we want to use it for messaging and cause, the transaction fees could be lower. Tron responds, it is about 60 times per penny. That seems low to me. Even cheaper for Raven only transactions. LSJIO7 responds, it wouldn't be cheap in pennies though if Raven's fiat value approached that of Bitcoin slash 1,000. We, to be honest, need the traffic and use cases that cheaper fees encourage. Easier to do now than forcing miners later when the fiat value increases. The fee increase was not a BIP9 change previously in code, as far as I know, but to me, in a consensus issue ideologically. If it's not a consensus issue, we can allow nodes and miners to process cheaper transactions when the network is not busy, etc. Tron responds, I can check, but I think the nodes can do that now. There is a command line option to change min fee dash min tx fee equals amount. LSJIO7 responds, excuse me, LSJIO7 responds, in my opinion, there should be a fee just at current levels. In my opinion, limits the upside value of Raven because of perceived higher network, excuse me, um, perceived of higher network fees. It would be good to remove the increased fees and allow the network's loading mechanism to increase the fees as needed from the lower levels. Miners will always prioritize higher fees. Sean responds, the min fee is there to prevent spam. The network will automatically adapt and increase fees as it needs to prioritize transactions. LSJIO7 responds, so the idea is simply to lower the users to transact on the network. Sean responds, do you have any data on who is discouraged from using the Ravencoin network at a rate of 60 transactions per penny? We may not want that type of traffic that requires a lower rate. Every transaction is stored forever by every node. LSJIO7 responds, separately, I also don't remember seeing RBF for transactions in the Raven wallet. Not sure if that was a conscious decision or not. Kinkajou responds to Tron, originally it was raised because people were mass sending assets with advertisements IRC. Winding Coils responds to Kinkajou, which will happen again if you lower it. Kinkajou responds, agreed, which is why I suggest in development channel, perhaps not lowering it 1,000 times. But there is some middle ground there that would encourage Web3 use cases like Squawker, Raven Rebels browsers extension without promoting spam, in my opinion. LSJ IO7 response to Tron. The cost for using assets on the network was supposed to be the initial burn of Raven to secure the unique names, etc. The fee was supposed to be cheap, as transaction prucing is not supposed to stop anyone from using Raven. Kinkajou responds, it seems to me at the time that we were increasing the fee specifically because we did not like that the network was being used for advertising rather than its intended use case. But we should also not be dictating how people use the network. LSJIO7 responds, I agree, spam, etc. It's not ideal, but I do want people in Africa to avoid a transaction because of the transaction fee in 10 years' time. Seal Clubber responds, also, if they want to spam now, it's still cheap. Kinkager responds, quote, cheap will always be relative. Steelers jumps into the conversation. Dumb question. Can fees be set based on the number of transactions? Question mark. Tron responds, fees are calculated by the size of the transaction, 0.01 Raven per kilobyte default. That you can ask the network how much to pay to get included in the next block, or 2 blocks later, or 3 blocks later, etc. If you pay enough, your transactions should be included. If not, we'll sit in the mempool until the load on the chain lightens up. Fees go to the miners, and eventually it is important that the collection fees are high enough to incentivize miners. Right now, 2,500 Raven per block as a block reward. The rewards will drop to 1,250 Raven per block in the next halving. The block reward continues to drop, and eventually the fees need to be sufficient to incentivize miners. Steelers responds, another dumb question. Can fees be increased when a halving occurs? Question mark. Kinkager responds, we will likely need to eventually increase block size. That would also increase the fees being paid to miners. Tron responds, min fee is a default of 0.01 Raven. Anyone can pay more fees. In fact, fees are just the amount of inputs minus outputs. The leftover is the fee. So if someone accidentally does input of 1,000 Raven and sends 1 Raven to someone, but doesn't make a change transaction to get 999 Raven or most of it back, then it becomes the fee. Tron responds to Kinkajou, only if the extra space is being used. Currently, that space is not being used. There is currently excess capacity, which is good. Kinkajou responds, yes, blocks are sadly mostly empty at the moment. Tron responds, I know more nodes are coming online and syncing because I got alerts from the cloud service we were running the foundation's nodes that it exceeded bandwidth triggers that I'd set. LSJIO7 responds to Tron, empty but safe from spam. That spam could be some fees going to miners. Steelers responds, so could the burned ones, JK. Deadheaded responds, we could have all the burn fees from the asset creations go into a transaction payment pool. All transactions could be paid from the pool unless empty. LSJIO7 responds to Deadheaded, that is not the original idea and would, in my opinion, damage the tokenomics of Ravencoin by not providing an issuance cost to issuers that is essentially fairly spread across all Raven holders by removing Raven from the supply completely. Deadheaded responds, true, messing with the burning would change the original intention. LSJIO7 responds to Steelers, if a mining node like a pool wants to lower the min fee, then they could for their node. As Tron said earlier, what I proposed was essentially lowering the default min fee in the code. So currently the fee for a block would max out at 20 Raven-ish. 0.01 Raven per kilobyte times 2,000 kilobits for a 2 megabyte block as calculated. Probably suggesting drop the fee initially to 0.001 Raven per kilobyte and leave it there to get some anti-spam protection, but encourage people to use Ravencoin more. Total fee per block would be 2 Raven approximately with 2 megabytes blocks currently. Vincent responds, hilarious to see all the same arguments for the hated, quote, lowering the burn rate to be used to, to have the Raven Fed lower the transaction fee. Ha 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 ha. All right, that is the end of that particular meeting on that day. We're now going to move over to September 23rd. For those of you in Twitch, stand by. I will open up all the mics once I get through this. This is, once again, we're reading from the Ravencoin development meeting channel there on Discord. So September 23rd, um, I will be rafting on the Colorado River this afternoon and will be out of service. I'll review the conversation on Monday. Kinkager responds, channel is open. Channel should be open. Blockchain John responds, hello, Raven devs. I'm here to check out what's been going on with Ravencoin devs and create a YouTube video to share after this meeting. It's a great tool for people that don't have Discord. At Kinkajou, I really like your style. Agendas, members present, topics discussed, notes. With that said, what's today's agenda? Question mark. Kinkajou responds, no agenda today. It looks like we've successfully gotten the testnet moved to 4.6.1. That's the main thing I've been watching lately. If anyone has anything they'd like to discuss, feel free. Yes, Omi responds to Kinkajou. Get more translators for website. The thing we talked about in marketing group yesterday, maybe. Kinkajou responds to Yes, Omi. Translator for the website, I definitely agree. We need more language support. It looks like Ravenite has started working on this already. Regarding the Brave ads campaign we discussed yesterday, it appears the minimum has raised to $10,000. I'm not sure that's even remotely feasible for us to raise that amount each month. Yes, Omi responds to Kinkajou. I am working with him and translate it to German, but should be ready until Sunday. LSJIO7 responds, is there a framework for the website translator? Blockchain John responds, who should be contacted if someone wants to help translate? LSJIO7 responds, Ravencoin has Transitfix as a translation framework from memory. Be good to have the website on similar if possible. And there's a link here to explore.transitfix.com/Ravencoins/QT-translation. So literally, if people can translate, they can add their own translation easily, and other people who speak the same language can verify other people's work. Not that I can even do English perfectly. Ravenite responds, that's cool, gonna take a look at that. Yesomi responds to LSJIO7, I think this will be much better. LSJIO7 responds, I didn't set it up, I just saw it and liked it for the QT wallet translation and thought it would be useful for the website. Ravenite responds, is the quote channel a hidden voice channel? Is Discord that gets open each week? Kinkajou responds, this channel is text only and is kept read only during the week. Gotcha, thanks. I always wondered since I only see chatter here. Yesomi responds to LSJIO7, 50,000 words, $7 a month. LSJIO7 responds to Yesomi, looks like someone is already paying for the QT wallet translation. Be good to get the website added to that if possible. Ravenite responds, looks like it is free for open source projects. LSJIO7 responds, bonus. I assume it was free. Ravenite responds, next, I believe someone has to document every single string in the site so that it can be assigned for translation in other languages. LSJIO7 responds, no, it's already there, ravencoin.org. Yesomi responds to LSJIO7, can you share a link? Ravenite responds, I made that just now to experiment with putting it together. With a link here, transitfix.com/ravencoin-1/ravencoin.org/dashboard. LSJIO7 responds, I'm wrong, apologies. The Ravencoin project has just a link to ravencoin.org. A new project will need to be set up for the website. Ravenite responds, looks like we can sync it up with a repo at docs.transitfix.com/transitfix-github-integrations github-tx-client. LSJ-IO7 responds, I would suggest setting something up specifically for the website so people can identify it easily. 4.6.1 wallet probably needs a few bits translated again on the wallet setup, etc. Only the 4.3.2.1 is on Transifex at the moment. Ravenite responds, I don't know if I can get the whole ravencoin.org text uploaded into the website project this weekend, but I can get the work started. LSJ-IO7 responds, thank you. Yesomi responds to Ravenite, if you can share the login or can give me the rights, I can help you. Ravenite responds, yeah, send me your info on that site in a DM. LSJ-IO7 responds, once it's done, anyone can join the translation work on the project. Ideally, we want as many different people involved as possible. It's amazing to read about Ravencoin in your mother language tongue and the language thinking. It should be available to as many as possible. Ravenite responds, on a side note, I opened a PR for upgrading the site's CSS framework, fixing SVG bugs and broken styles throughout the site. LSJ-IO7 responds, I'm off, have a good night. Ravenite says, see ya. Kinkajou ends the day with, I'll go ahead and close the channel. Thanks for coming, everyone. And that, Ravenites, concludes, and we're up to current on the development of Ravencoin. So now let me jump back over here on Twitter and go ahead. If you guys are here, you guys want to speak, you guys can jump on now. I am going to go ahead and move on to our next segment, which is going to be, let's see here. Let me pull up the agenda real quick here. And that is, okay. So I have multiple segments here. We just finished talking about the Ravencoin development meeting, and now we're going to go into different websites that promote Ravencoin. So once again, if you're watching on Twitch or later on YouTube, you guys can see what I'm seeing here visually. I do have a few links, which let's see here. Maybe I can post these. Let me post these real quick on, oh, that's actually too many links. I wouldn't be able to post those. Let's see who else is here. Okay. Okay, well, I'm just going to go ahead and get started. I'm not sure who I can share these with. Okay, so I do have a few links. The first three that I'm going to show here is an introduction to a Ravencoin. And I'll go ahead and leave all these links in the video. The first link is the Ravencoin white paper. For those of you that are new or don't know anything about Ravencoin, here's a brief overview of what Ravencoin is. I'm just going to read, let's see. I'm not sure where this is. I guess I'll read the top here. Yeah, I'll read the abstract here. Obviously, there's multiple pages. You guys can go ahead and read those if you want. It's all on ravencoin.org. So here we go. Abstract. Ravencoin is a blockchain and platform optimized for transferring assets, such as tokens, from one holder to another. Based on the extensive development and testing of the UTXO model of the Bitcoin protocol, Ravencoin is built on a fork of the Bitcoin code. Key changes include a block reward time of 1 minute, a change in the number of coins issued, but not the weighted distribution scheduled, and the addition of assets creation and messaging capabilities. Ravencoin is free and open source. All Ravencoin are fairly issued and mined publicly and transparently using proof of work using the X16R algorithm, which has been later converted to present time Kapao, which was created for Ravencoin. There is no private, public, founder, or developer allocation set aside. Ravencoin is intended to prioritize security, user control, privacy, and censorship resistance. It is open to use and development in any jurisdiction while allowing simple additions features for users based on need. Okay. There you go. If you guys have comments, questions, concerns, you guys can go ahead and get started with the conversation here on Twitch for those of you hanging out with us now. All right, I'm going to move on to the next page. If you guys want to read more on the Ravencoin white paper, that's easy to find. There's a lot of places. In fact, there's the Ravencoin white paper is actually minted on the Ravencoin blockchain as a NFT or as an asset. You guys can definitely get those from anybody. There's a lot of people on Ravencoin that have those. All right, so moving on to the next one. The next website is ravencoin.org. Obviously, this is where Ravencoin, all the information for Ravencoin is. You do see here on the top, you have home, buy Ravencoin wallets, white paper, community, pools, updates, the about page, projects, and the ledger. If you want to get started, there's ways to get different wallets here. We'll scroll on down. What makes Ravencoin different from Bitcoin? Block rewards 5,000 currently now, since the first halving is 2,500. Block time is 1 minute instead of 10 minutes. Total coin supply is 21 billion instead of 21 million. A new mining algorithm, Kapow, which allows for more decentralized mining, GPU only. Addition of assets and sub-assets, issuance, transfer, and unique assets and rewards. Future additions of messaging and voting. And here's the different exchanges. You have ATIX, ATAIX, BC Bitcoin, BitLaden, Bitney, Bitrue, Binance, Bittrex, Bitvavo, Change Angel, Challenging, Change Now, CoinSpot, CoinSwitch, Switch, Dex Trade, D, Divorcing, Exolix, Gravix, Guardian, Huobi, Indodex, OKX, Paribou, Probit, Ortal, SimpleSwap, StealthX, SwapSpace, SWP, SwapZone, T0, Upbit, UnicornX, Now Payments, and there's seriously a lot more. Check that out there at ravencoin.org. All right, the third page that we're going to go to for the introduction of Ravencoin is the Ravencoin.Foundation website. Here we go. So I'm going to read this here real quick. Ravencoin Foundation is not Ravencoin. Ravencoin is an open source software that volunteers run to create a network of nodes that construct a massively replicated blockchain-based ledger for Ravencoin and for any other asset tokens that get created by the network's users. The Ravencoin Foundation is a nonprofit organization that endeavors to assign and protect the Ravencoin open source project. It also provides a legal entity that can hold and distribute development funds, applying for signing keys and certificates, hold App Store accounts, run Ravencoin Explorers, run seed nodes, connect community members, and communicate a shared vision for the project. And there is a donation address there if you guys want to help donate to the Ravencoin Foundation. All right, continuing on. There's all these different tabs here. You have the download tabs if you want to download via window or mobile. The asset wallets, Raven wallets, the participant list, buy Raven, trade, swaps, mining pools. There's a bunch of pools here. Different websites you guys can check out that are recommended here. NFTs. Learn more about Ravencoin. There's even a developers list here, the explorers list, and the awareness. There's a marketing kit there. If you guys need some marketing material, there is a marketing site there. You guys can pull some free Ravencoin marketing stuff there. All right, that concludes the intro. There's so much more to go. All right, mining. We have multiple websites. And by the way, these were all given to me by members, the Ravencoin members. All right, let's get these pulled up here. Let me close these out. While I get set up here. Oh yeah, spin the wheel. Spin the wheel. Let's see here. I'm gonna need a co-host. Who wants to co-host and take over the wheel? Yeah, no pun intended. I need to co-host so I can get the spin the wheel get going. All right, let's see. Raise your hand if you're interested. Okay, I'm gonna get the next segment started here. And this is the mining segment. We just finished the introduction. Once again, for those of you that are just listening, I am live streaming on Twitch. And I'm setting up the second segment, which is mining. For those of you that need a little information on mining, and just all of these tabs loaded here. Okay, what is that? Okay. There we go. And 2 more tabs. What was that one? That one is okay. And hopefully these are in the order that I put them in. This is great. This is great. I stayed up all night last night putting these all together. Okay, and thanks for the community for giving me all these websites. It makes it just a little bit easier now. Okay, let's get started with the second segment, which is mining. And then we're going to go move over to media, products, and then end it with that. That's going to be pretty much all I have after products. And then we'll open up the channel for the community to show their projects. All right. Mining. Here is a link, a Medium post from Jake Menard. Jake Menard is a guy that that's really involved in Ravencoin. If you guys don't know Jake Menard, is he in here right now? Yes, he is. Hey, Jake, I see you there, bud. This is your site that I'm sharing here to the world of Ravenites. This is Ravencoin Tokenomics. Thank you, by the way, for writing this. The reason I'm pulling this website up is because there's this really cool Ravencoin block reward schedule. It's a nice image of the halvening. Every single year, you can see every single 4 years of what the halvening rewards are, right? Let's jump over to like 2030, for example. Block rewards are going to be 625 per block. That's pretty cool. Check that out. I just want to show a quick little overview. All these links will be in the video once it's published. Okay. This is a good read. Read it. It gets into the nitty gritty, all the details there. Mainnet. Okay. Oh, this is actually interesting. Here, let me read this here. Here are the rules for the Ravencoin network following for burning Raven when issuing assets and tags. Mainnet asset 500 Raven burn, sub assets 100 Raven burned, unique assets 5 Raven burned, qualifier assets 1,000 Raven burned, restricted assets 1,500 Raven burned. A tag is 0.1 Raven burned per address tagged. Asset reissuance 100 Raven burned. Messaging channels 100 Raven burned. Sub qualifier assets 100 Raven burned. All right. And obviously there is a burn when you're creating these assets because this actually prevents spam, like we just discussed there at in the developers meeting. This is why there's a burn on these coins. All right, cool. Thank you, Jake, for putting that together. We're going to move over to the next website, which is raven.cryptoscope.io. This is a great website with a bunch of data here. You can see the last block, the coin circulation, the current hash rate, which is at 20.328 terahashes a second. That's amazing. That's so crazy that just in a few short days, we went from like 5 terahashes or less than 5 terahashes to now 20, like quadruple. That's so crazy, man. The transactions that are in the mempool is 0. The current addresses right now is, let's see here. Please don't message me right now. I'm getting a lot of messages coming in. Don't message me. I am just trying to do my best to focus on what's going on here. Let's see here. We got 25,071,122 addresses. Wow, 25 million. And if everybody just did 1 transaction a day, oh man. Oh, there's 2 transactions in the mempool. Interesting. Yeah. All right, capitalization to 23,747. Average coin price pegged to Bitcoin is 203 Satoshis. Yeah, check this website out, cryptoscope.io or rvn.cryptoscope.io. It's great. There's a bunch of other links here on the sidebar. That's a good website. All right, the next page we're going to check out is whattomine.com. This is a very popular one. A lot of people like to check this website out to see, obviously, what is profitable. You can go here to whattomine.com and scroll on down and see currently right now what is good to mine. It looks like Ravencoin has been bumped down to number 3. It wasn't in number 2 not too long ago. But yeah, there you go. You can check that out if you're interested in mining these coins. There it is. Right. The next website is obviously on what to mine. You guys, if you depending on your GPU, you can plug in your GPU and your hash rate uh, there on top. Like for example, here it's 4880. There's 3 of them there, and it'll tell you what is profitable. If I change that here, let's just go to I don't know. Let's see. Let's try a 3090 Ti. Let's just do one of those here. The same thing. Okay. Calculate. Let's click on calculate real quick. Here we go. Whoa, nice hash. Really? Nice hash. Did I do that right? I probably didn't do that right. Anyways, check that out. That's whattomine.com. Let's move on over to the next channel. Once again, heading back over to medium.com, an article written by, once again, Jake Menard. Why did I keep going to his Medium account or Medium site? It's because he writes really good stuff. Check it out, okay? Jake Menard, thank you once again. This is how to run a Ravencoin node on Windows, a full node tutorial. We need you. Without full nodes, the Ravencoin network would not exist. Full nodes maintain full copies of the Ravencoin blockchain. When users need to download the blockchain, which is something you have to do to run a node or sync a wallet, full nodes share the blockchain data with the users. The more nodes that exist, the stronger the overall communication is between other nodes, miners, and users. A full Ravencoin node also validates transactions and blocks and contributes to the decentralization of the entire network. If you're a Ravencoin miner, the impact to you is minimal if you want to run a node, and it takes all it takes is just a little bit of disk space, about 35 gigabytes to store the blockchain. All right, to get started, step 1 is download the Ravencoin Core wallet. Once again, you could head on over to ravencoin.org/wallet, download it there on the Windows tab. Step 2 is run the Raven core. Once you run it, you're going to get your 12 word seed phrase. That's private. Do not give that away. Do not share that. Make sure that actually I'm going to read this here. Write these words down in the order they are shown. Okay, and keep them in a secure location. Okay, offline location. Okay, don't share with anyone. Okay. All right, good. And then you're gonna sync it. It's gonna take about I don't know how many hours. How many hours would you say? I normally just when I do this, I leave it overnight and then I go back the next morning and there it is. Guys, step 3: configure your Ravencoin Core wallet. There's a couple steps you need to take here. You got to go to network map port using UPnP, and you need to map port to 8767 on your machine. There it is. There's even visuals here. Jake Menard made this so easy to follow the steps. It's great, dude. I love this. You're a genius. Step 4: verify everything is working. Go to your debug window. You verify the number of connections. 12. Conclusion: download, run, enable connections, and that's it. You're running a full Ravencoin node. Thank you, Jake, for putting this together. All right, we got a couple more sites here to check out. The next site is Ravencoin.network. This once again, it's pretty much like the other. What was it? Solus. Yeah, it's pretty close to Solus. This is just a different visual interface. You can see the blocks here. There's currently 2,465,538 blocks. Transactions: 21,313,364 transactions. The price currently in fiat is 4 cents. The market cap is $410 million. All right, blockchain data. Once again, check this stuff out. It is on ravencoin.network/RVN. All right, 2 more sites to check out. The next one is miningpoolstats.stream/Ravencoin. This is great. Check out the data here. A lot of people like to check this out to see which pools are mining, where to go, which one's highly encouraging Ravencoin and miner Ravencoin. Like you guys can see here, 2 miners is doing the most hashes, providing 5.56 terahashes a second. Second on that is Hivon with 3.9 terahashes a second. Great. All right. Next website and last website for the mining segment is going to be ravencoin.assets-explorer.net. This is really cool because you can see in real time. Let me refresh this page here. This is really cool. Once again, that's ravencoin.asset-explorer.net. You can see in real time the NFTs or assets that are being created on the blockchain right now, the most current one, which you can see here. Misfits, hashtag flame underscore spider has been created 32 minutes ago. Okay, let's scroll on down. Synth, coin, synth worlds, wood, synth coin. I wonder what synth is doing, huh? A lot of coin here. Fruit. It looks like is there like a metaverse game being created? Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. Let's see here. Scroll on down to what was that? Synth hogs. Let's see. Crypto eye head. Let's see. NFT rate slash mirage slash infinite. Wagme NFT slash GM gallery slash indie bows 1 billion ape club. Scrolling on down. Raven Smith. All right, let's see. Here we go. Raven tomatoes turquoise. Billion ape club 2540. Harris, Raven Smith, Watcher 17, Watcher 16, Watcher 15, NFTRVN, Fairfan, Ravina. Interesting. So if you click on this, I believe if you go click on the link, it should pop. I should go to the IPF link and show you what it is. Well, visually, what was it? Geez, was this? That's pretty cool. A female human raven hybrid who deeply sensitive. All right, let's go on to another one. To billion eight 2508. That's loading up now. Give it a second. Look at that. So if you want to see what's being created on the blockchain, you can check that out here. Let's go to one more. Ravenous blue swirl. How about ruby pearls? Ravenous ruby pearls. See what that is. Ooh, interesting. Let me try one more. Let's go on down, scrolling on down randomly. Let's see. Lamps. Who's the lamps? Easter egg 19. Ooh, nice. There you go. That's a really good website, ravencoin.asset-explorer.net. All right, that is actually the last website on that one. All right, let's see what's Twitch up to. Any hands? Any comments? Good. All right, let's go ahead and close out all of these links and open up the next segment, which is going to be media. And there's only, I just have 3 of them here. It's a quick one. Well, I can't even share that. Oh, well. It was supposed to be the Discord. I'm not able to share it here because I'm using Discord. Actually, you know what? It's right here. It's right here. Check that out. The nest. There it is. All right, cool. You guys can check out Ravencoin Discord. Join that. That's a good one. There's so much activity down there. They got thousands of people there. All right, next link. Oh man, I lost my other tab here. Un momento. Okay, there we go. All right, the next link here is going to be, there it is, the reddit.com/r/Ravencoin. That's a good website to see what's going on with Ravencoin. If you're interested in Reddit, this is a good site to join. All right, last one for media that I have that I'm going to recommend that I personally do use from time to time is, let's put that right there, is what'suprvn.com. If you want to know what's going on in the Ravencoin community, What's Up Raven does post an agenda. Obviously, the community, whoever's having an event, has to go to what'supraven.com and post their event there. For example, the next one coming up is Ravencoin mining asset issuance and purpose with special guest Son of a Tech. What? You're gonna have Son of a Tech? That's coming up what next week? That's pretty cool. That's awesome. Okay, and then after that, on October 1st, every first Saturday, there's a Bravelands event. So if you guys are interested in a Ravencoin metaverse, it's all in Braveland. The community joins there once a month, the first Saturday of the month. Okay, and that's at 4 p.m. Eastern time or 1 p.m. Pacific. And okay, so last segment. That's the end of media. Once again, if you guys are in Twitter, you guys want to promote some more media, you guys are more than welcome to. Okay, let's go on with the last segment here, which is products. Okay, there's a couple of products here that I have. Of course, there's a lot more. Okay, I'm just showing a couple of them because I don't want to take up too much time. I've already been chatting for 45 minutes, so I want to open it up to the community for conversation. Okay, the first website I'm going to show here is mangofarmassets.com. I do use this. This is great, especially since all the current updates. Thank you, Doug, for putting this together. Your team is awesome, and you have an awesome team behind you building up this website. So this is you don't have to you don't need a Ravencoin app. You can literally have a web browser Ravencoin wallet that actually is asset aware. And it's all online, so that means you can use it on your computer. You can use it on any mobile device, anywhere you have a web browser. You can access your Ravencoin wallet with all your assets on it. That's really cool. That's what I like about it. It's very mobile that way. Okay, the next one that's coming out, that's not out yet, but it's in development, and the Ravencoin is super excited about this, and I definitely want to bring more awareness about this. I'm so stoked about this. Is icewallet.io. Check that out. The Ice Wallet is the premier cold storage wallet for Ravencoin and NFTs. Yes, you heard that right. There is going to be the first ever physical hardware for Ravencoin, specifically for Ravencoin, right? This is awesome. There's a couple images over on Doug's Twitter account where you can see that he's using it. They're still testing it out. But I believe what was it, like 2 days ago? Doug just got some patents on the Ice Wallet. So there you go. It's getting closer. I can't wait to get my hands on one of these. All right, the last one that I use is, and I'm going to recommend this one as well. This is another wallet. Is the Zelcore.io. I recommend this one because I use it, right? Not only that, you can have access on Google and Apple devices. There's an Android APK for that. It is asset aware. That's what I like about that. It's great, and it is multi-coin. It's a multi-coin wallet, so it's not just Raven. It's many coins, and it also is asset aware, which is great. So if you want to store your Bitcoin, your Raven coin, your doggy coins, all your stuff like that. Okay, that is it. I am done. 48 minutes of talking. All right, let's go ahead and open up the Twitter Spaces. Jump on in. Let's have a conversation. I am done. I need some water. All right, let's go ahead and get some people on here. Okay. There you go. 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 If you have a project, come on up on the stage and have a little talk of what you're promoting on Ravencoin. Jake, thank you for being here. Hype man, there you go. Okay. There you guys go. Okay, Brick, he looks like you're up first. Come on up.
How are you, John? You good?
I am good, man. I need to drink some water. After 15 minutes of talking, man.
Let me give you a
That was
break.
great.
Let me
That
give you a
was
break,
great.
mate.
Thank you, man. All right, go ahead. Let's see what you got.
Look, in terms,
Obviously it's all Ravencoin. This is being streamed on Twitch and will be later published on YouTube and Odyssey. So go ahead, do your best, show your project or others if you want. Thank you.
yeah, yeah. Look, just wanted to add. Obviously, the Ravencoin blockchain is becoming very diverse in terms of different projects, whether it be NFTs, real estate, movies, music, and I guess in terms of from that diversity perspective, in terms of what we're doing, is tokenizing real estate here in Australia. So we're minting our first project later on next month. Our Brick Dolphin will be our first one on the Ravencoin blockchain. So again, it just shows in terms of where the Ravencoin blockchain is going in terms of its diversity. So that's pretty much from me, mate.
Oh, that was quick. All right, cool. All right, Lissa, welcome.
Hi, Sunshine. I can co-host if you want me to.
Sure. There you go.
Uh, also, you're welcome. So I have a couple of projects and the chief marketing officer for Just NFTs. Um, we are a NFT marketplace service provider. We have Just NFT, Ravencoin marketplace, as well as the Ravenist marketplace, which is comparable to OpenSea. I also run a YouTube called AM Daily Crypto, where I highlight Ravencoin projects and all things Ravencoin. And then Ryan and I are going to be on Son of a Tech YouTube channel next Wednesday. I don't know when he'll drop it, but that was just arranged this afternoon. Um, so yeah, we'll be talking about Ravencoin there, and that's pretty much all that I do with Ravencoin.
Awesome, thank you. So the one that I'm excited about is the Son of Tech. You know, that's going to be a big event. So in regards to the community trying to provide questions, I'm assuming that everyone's not going to be there to communicate, right? So who do they reach out to? Does the community reach out to you to give you questions, or to someone else, or where can they post their questions?
I think that's actually clothing. I Ryan and I are doing an interview with him talking about NFTs and Ravencoin. But clothing, I think, is running that one with him for Ravencoin questions.
Oh, perfect. Quoting. Thank you. Welcome, Quoting.
Thank you. Thank you. Happy to be here. Happy freaking Ravencoin Community Day. How about that? Um, yeah, we're gonna be holding a space on Tuesday next week with Son of a Tech, and I think it'd just be good to kind of chat over misconceptions, misunderstandings, kind of get back the vibe of same team, because he's extremely valuable in the crypto space, and anybody who does any kind of proof of work mining probably knows that. On top of that, I'm trying to kind of build a project that is going to be cross-chain on Ravencoin and Ergo to try and incentivize miners of both chains. There'll be a little bit more news on that dropping somewhat soon, but as of right now, it's very work in progress.
All right. So I'm guessing that if the community has questions, they reach directly to you, right, on Twitter?
Please do, yeah. DM me, Twitter, Reddit.
Okay. So
It doesn't matter.
in regards to Twitter, let's go. What's your at on Twitter?
You could find me by just searching Quothing Raven, or you can search my at, which is Raven Market Man #1. It's RVNMKTMAN and the #1.
All right. Thank you. Before we move on forward, Brick, you still here?
Yes, sir.
Do me a favor. Pick one person, a random person. Well, it's not random because it's the person you're picking. Pick one person in the community right now here on Twitch. One person that's not on the stage.
One person.
Yep, that's only listening.
Philly. Philly plays a big part in our community. So Philly, direct from
Okay.
Philly.
Philly.
Yeah.
Philly. I don't see. Where's Philly at? Is Philly in here?
So he's not in here, no. Oh,
Okay.
you mean
Pick,
someone's here?
yep. Pick one person that's in here right now.
Okay. Well, I will have to pick JC. Big fan
JC.
of JC.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, next, I'm going to ask Lissa, pick one person in the Twitter space right now that's only listening.
Erica.
Erica. Okay, Erica. Okay. Now, next person is clothing. Pick one person that is not speaking or is only listening.
You want me to pick someone who's not speaking?
Yeah, yeah, only listening.
Ravencoin assets, my dog.
Ravencoin assets is it in here? I don't see Ravencoin. Only somebody that's in Twitter space right now.
Yeah, he's here. He's got the purple pink background with the degen.
Oh, there. Oh, sorry about that. With Ravenbird, got it. Okay. Ravencoin assets. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try this out here. This is on the spot. This is live. Let's see. How come? It looks like Erica has a little more. I don't know, man. I don't know about this wheel, this spin the wheel thing. It looks like Erica has a bigger chunk than everybody else. Kind of sus there. But I'm gonna go ahead and spin the wheel now. This is visually. This is being displayed on Twitch, later on published on YouTube, so you guys know that I'm not. It is spinning. And it looks like it's Brick. Brick, you are the winner. Okay? You are the winner. So if you want, it is going to be 100 Raven. You can choose to either take that or uh, uh, forward it to a friend that's here in Twitter Spaces. That's
I'll,
on you.
I'll forward that to a friend, to a newcomer, maybe it's a newcomer here on that's listening in, who's the first to Ravencoin.
All right, your choice.
Weham, I haven't actually seen you around. So Weham, 100 coin coming your way.
We have. If you have a Ravencoin address, please DM Blockchain John, and I'll get that to you as soon as possible. Okay. All right, great. That is a success. If you guys want me to do another one? This time it's going to be an NFT giveaway. So we'll go ahead and do another spin. But this time you guys need to pick somebody else, right? So Brick, you already picked. You picked JC. Pick a new person.
August.
Let's go with
August. August Moon.
with where? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Augustman.
Yeah, he's in there. He's trying to see his picture. He's looking, trying to make out his picture. Can't make it out what it is. Sorry, so
Well,
small on the phone.
the thing is, I can't really hear you too clearly. Are you saying August?
If not August, if he doesn't want it, we can have our
No,
Korean
that,
friend. I'm not
that, that,
I can't.
so who do you want to choose?
August.
August. Okay, let's go for August. August. All right. So Lissa, you picked Erica last time. Let's try someone else.
Let's do Jeffrey.
Jeffrey. Let's see. Jeffrey? Where's Jeffrey? Who's Jeffrey? Where's Jeffrey? I don't see a Jeffrey on here. Lissa?
Are you
Oh,
blind?
Jeffrey. I see. I see. I see. I see.
Ah.
I see. All right. Cool. Cool thing. You picked Raven Assets last time. Uh-oh. Cool thing. Cool thing.
Oh, he's delegated it to me, John. He's
What was that?
delegated it to me. He's delegated it to me to pick.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
He's always having problems. How about our Korean friend, Henson Gorilla?
Handsome gorilla. Okay, handsome gorilla. And handsome spin. And the winner is Jeffrey. Congratulations, Jeffrey, on winning an NFT. Go ahead and DM Blockchain John, and I'll get that NFT over to you as soon as possible. Okay, so that's it for the spin the wheel for this segment. We're going to continue on with promoting different projects. I would like to have some more speakers up on stage. JC, Raven Access, DGen, Pokey Pencil, you guys all have some projects. I need you guys to come up on stage and talk about your project. Jake Menard, you're a great guy. Come up on stage. August, Handsome Gorilla, I want to hear what you got going on. Jump on stage, man. All right. For the time being, Lissa, I'll let you take over for the moment. Go ahead.
What would you like me to talk about, Sunshine?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about women in Ravencoin and what's been going on in the women in Ravencoin community. Like have you obviously been talking to a group of women and promoting Ravencoin. I want to know what you guys are doing. Let's share that part.
We are actually doing a lot. So Sunny started the WagMe project, and it's like good morning and pretty much promoting Ravencoin. I brought in Erica down below. She's part of ET Art. She's a co-founder. Her and her husband do amazing artwork. And then we got Morgan, and I'm trying to think who else we got. We got a lot of women now. Off the top of my head, I'm having an issue remembering all these women. So many. I said Morgan. Oh, Inks is another good NFT artist. Um, and let's see who else we got. But yeah, that's all I can think about off the top of my head currently. I'll think of more after I'm done speaking because that's how it always works with me. But yeah, no, we do a lot of. I used to run a Monday space. I'm thinking about maybe potentially bringing it back for women in crypto. But yeah, I mean, if you are a female and you're wanting to start in Ravencoin or just crypto specifically, you can always DM me. I'm at CryptoLissa, and I can provide resources. I know a lot of women are kind of scared to come into this industry because it is a male dominated industry, but do not hesitate because I am trying to change that narrative. Even though I'm one person, I can only be as strong as other women in this community. So, yeah, if you are a woman and you want to take charge, let me know and we can figure something out to get you more noticed in this community. Oh, another female NFT artist we have is Indy and Ermengardia. She doesn't do so many NFTs, um, but she did do a massive drop on RVNFT.art, or yeah, RVNFT.art, I think. Um, but yeah, that's kind of women in crypto. Well, women in Ravencoin, I guess you could say.
Perfect, thank you. So there was this gal, I forgot her name. She was published. She just tweeted that she just joined Ravencoin, and she's so thankful to the community for teaching her. I believe it was RBNFT. I believe I might be mistaken. That taught her how to publish her first NFT on the Ravencoin blockchain. Do you happen to recall who that was?
I don't know off the top of my head. Maybe was it Art Vision? It might have been Art Vision.
I don't recall.
Yeah, it was Lisa. It was Art Vision. She's had a few sales. Apparently she's got she's Ukrainian, she just came into the community. She was she doesn't mint in other chains. She
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
came in for the first time. Yeah.
Great. Oh, do you know where she's listing her stuff at?
That's on NFT RVN. Her work. She did some auctions there the last few days.
On
So that's where she's
Artie
been.
NFT.
NFT RVN. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Actually, also, Crypto Lisa, you want to talk also, it's a great to see in terms of now second generation coming through with In Excess's daughter, Miss Moon. She just started minting on the Ravencoin at Ravenist. Do you want to just talk about that? It's always great to see second generation coming through and also obviously putting their artwork on chain. Yeah.
Yeah, Inks's daughter just started too, and she is um, posting on Ravenist. I think she's sold out actually. Put up three pieces, and I think they all sold out. But it's great to see like second generations starting already. I'm excited because her daughter's doing cybersecurity, so I'm excited to see like where she goes with it. Because women in STEM are just like needed, way needed. So I'm super, super excited to see where that goes. But yeah, for right now, that's pretty. I mean, we have women coming in daily. I've had multiple women coming at me from other blockchains, potentially wanting to start on Ravencoin, because I've been going to a few conferences and talking about like Ravencoin and women in crypto. So, um, yeah, we'll just kind of see how it goes and see if I can get them off their current blockchain onto Ravencoin.
Awesome. So I'm showing Ravenous.com right now. I'm scrolling through that. Alyssa, do you have some assets or NFTs listed on Ravenous?
Yes, I do. I have some AI generated art that you can find on my page. It's Cryptolissa, same thing. And then I have an MS ribbon. Um, the MS ribbon is all the proceeds of the ribbon go to the MS National Multiple Sclerosis Society. I convert it into USDC, and then convert it over to a bank, and then move it over to the National MS Society.
That's great. So once again, they're being sold. It looks like for 20, right? For 20 Raven.
Yeah, for 20 Raven.
Awesome. So if you guys are interested, you guys can head over to ravenous.com/collections/cryptolissa and support her and multiple sclerosis with 20 Raven. That's great. Okay, cool thing. Do you happen to have anything on Ravenous? Let's actually check right now. Your
I sure do.
quote thing. Oh, but what is your channel page name?
Ooh, you know what? Actually, let me tell you really fast.
Hey, Ravenite. Welcome. I just saw you in the developers meeting. I just finished talking about that. Welcome. Let's see, clothing. Wait for you. What about Brick? Brick, are you? Do you have anything on Ravenist?
So it's
Yeah, we got
it's Raven Market,
okay,
man. I'm sorry.
RVN Market Man.
Yeah, so kind of like my username. It's RVN MKT MAN.
MKT. Oh, there it is. Collection. Got it. Actually, that's not it. Hold on. Wrong one. Wrong one. RVN MKT. There it is. I see. I see your head. Cool. There it is. What do you want to promote here on your listings?
Dude, I really like the Ravenauts, and I've got one of them for sale of the two that I own. And I really like their project. I think they're doing cool stuff. And yeah, I really like them.
Ravenauts. Okay, so you have one listed here. You're listing it for 3,000 Raven, bro.
Absolutely, bro. It's a Ravenaut.
Ravenaut.
Someone's gonna
Cool.
help with these floor prices. Shit.
That's right. That's right. I see you have a zombie kangaroo. You do have a billion ape, royal bear. You have a raven friends. You got the people. You got porky punks, cat bits, handsome hounds. Man, you got it all.
Oh, that's a very small part of the collection, my man.
Mm-hmm.
I've got
That's
all the
cool.
giveaway ones tucked away on my core wallet. So I guess if anyone is listening to this Twitter space or the Twitch interview and you don't have a Ravencoin NFT, then DM me. I'll give you a few. And
There
anybody
it
who
is.
doesn't have the white paper for Ravencoin as the NFT, please let me know. You deserve one.
Yep. Okay, cool. All right, Brick, do you have anything on Ravenous?
Actually, I've got I've got a few things on there that I've during last week's getaway up at Hamilton Island.
What's your username on there? Is it Aussie Brick NFT?
Just Brick BC. Just Brick BC, same thing, same as the
Okay.
profile picture. But they've actually got and as you know, everything we sell, we basically put it straight back to buying NFT artists on Ravenous there. So again, we try to use that as a bit of a way to, a bit of promotion in terms of who we are and share experiences that we have here in Australia. Obviously, last week was Hayman Island, the Whitehaven Beach Raven that we put up on there just to showcase the beauty of Australia. But again, as I said, actually, I think we did sell one actually, and we put it straight back to buying. Actually, we bought the little bear. Actually, there's a series of bears there, and the chrome bears that we ended up actually bought one. So I think that was our recent purchase actually. But yeah, like I said, anything we sell,
I'm not
it
sure
goes
if I'm
straight
looking at
back
the
in.
right one. There's you have several channels. You have Brick BC and a special and collection. Is it collection?
There's a few collections, but if you just go to the Brick BC account, you'll see obviously all the
Yeah, you have a
stuff
few
there.
accounts. Brick BC community.
Brick. There was a bit of activity up at home which is one of the wonders of the world, and so we're up there, and there was they have got a lot of ravens there. So we try to showcase some of the ravens that we obviously come across us in while we're enjoying our time up there. So yeah, like I said, this is something we put up there. If people like it, they buy it. We pour it straight back into buying and supporting NFT artists on ravens there.
Awesome. Cool. All right, Erica. We got Erica first time. Erica, welcome to Ravencoin Community Day. What do you got going on? Let's hear from you.
Hi. Sorry, I don't really talk much, so I'm like totally awkward on here. But we are actually on we have a new collection that we're going to be dropping soon. I don't know, we're toying with it right now because we're thinking about dropping it for October because it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. But we're going to give a percentage of our proceeds to cancer awareness. Right now I'm going through some stuff myself. We found it's an intraductal papilloma. It's precancerous, but it's like nothing too serious. You just get it removed. But I have a really, really, really heavy history of breast cancer in my family. So they like to be super cautious, and I have some more scans on Monday to make sure that everything's good with them both otherwise before I get surgery to remove it. But it just kind of inspired us to really try to give back, especially because of all the support we've received during all of this. Crypto Lissa literally has been more than a lifesaver and has been teaching us so much. And so we just want to try to give back as much as we can as well. We do this. Travis does this for a living. I'm more the other half, but um I don't know. We're really grateful to be part of this community. We love seeing everybody rally together, especially all the ladies. We got our two daughters into it. If you guys want to check them out, Jade is our oldest. She actually has her own Twitter on here, and she makes anime. And then our youngest, she's turning 15 in oh my gosh, a month from now. And then our youngest is turning 11 in 2 weeks. So she's got her little milk cows out there. They're super cute. We're trying to get them involved, but I don't know. That's pretty much about it about us. But I just wanted to at least shout out some you guys. Like, there's half the people in this room right now have helped us in so many ways. So I don't know. I really love you guys. Don't get me all emotional. That's it. I love you.
Right? Isn't that the truth, man? That's like seriously, that's how I feel about the Ravencoin community. When I was the newbie, right? I was looking for a project out there that would be willing to help and just teach me more about the Ravencoin blockchain. So when I came in, they were with open arms willing to just teach me step by step on everything about Ravencoin. And it's been like that even today, and I'm still learning every single day because there's still so much more to learn. And so I feel you when it comes to that, Erica. I feel you like when you join this community, they're so helpful. Nobody really is out there to just put you down, man. They want to help you and rise you up to the top and make you the best. I love that, man. This community is so awesome. All right, we got some more people here. We got Pokey Pencil, Jeffrey, Brave, Hype Man. You guys have a project come up and talk about your project. Degen, see you on here too. Come through, man. Come through. I want to hear what you guys got. All right,
Hey John,
let's see.
hey John. While we wait, everybody that's listening here, do you want to just send me your mango farm receiving address? DM me, and I'll send you something from a brick walk from last week at Hamilton Island, an NFT. So if you were interested, just send me your. It's got to be a mango farm wallet address.
There you go. If you're interested, um, hit up Brick with your Mango Farms wallet address. Okay, DM him. All right. So let's see here. That's pretty much all I had. I want to keep going for good for some good time here. This is open to the community. If you guys have anything in mind, let's keep talking about it. What do we got going on Twitter? Twitter Raven. Let's jump over here real quick and see what's going on. I know there's a lot of talk here about trying to have the snapping fingers now. What was that blockchain that was pre-minting those coins? I forgot. I don't follow them.
Evergreen.
Ergo.
Ergo. Now, if I'm not mistaken, it sounds like we're trying to promote Ravencoin to them to move the community over to Ravencoin, right?
Yes and no.
Yes or no? Okay. Well,
Yes, as in bringing them over, but also trying to incentivize cross-chain asset swaps
okay.
and
First
tying
off,
these chains together.
what happened over there with Ergo?
Oh, you should just read down Leon's tweets if you really want some fun. Basically, they minted all of their tokens, put them inside of a smart contract, and as mining is done, those emissions are dripped out of that smart contract.
Well, that doesn't sound too safe.
Uh, it's a very unique solution that was not thought of previously that they missed. I want to give best credit and best foot forward possible. Miscommunicated, but um realistically no. I don't think it's unsafe. I do think that it is actually a really unique solution, and it really does prevent a lot of fraudulent and bad actors from doing things that happen to most proof of work blockchains. But with that said, yeah, definitely a little bit just different.
But isn't the concern that all the coins are actually being held in a single smart contract address? That means that
Right.
there's sole key holder to that, or is it multi-sig? Regardless if it's multi-sig,
Multi-sig, yeah.
regardless, there's only a few people holding those keys, so there's still a high possibility that the whole project can be rug pulled, right? Crickets, hello. Did we lose him?
I did digress, and cannot
You're
verify.
breaking up, mate. You're in the matrix, Squilting. You're in the matrix.
Hey, I just got rugged, so I think it's your your our Twitter, John, if all of us keep getting rugged.
Oh no, is it me?
Is that better? Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. I mean, I feel like that yes, there's some potential issues. I do think that it solves quite a bit of other potential issues. Like most other things in blockchain, there's a trade-off. Either in security, decentralization, or scalability, or a mixture of all three. And I think that it's a unique approach to avoiding problems that Ravencoin had by minting all the tokens and placing them in a smart contract. Because then when mining is done, the only amount that should go out goes out, and it can be verified within, literally a second at any time. Of course, I will concede the same thing can be done with Ravencoin. But we also had a bug that got implemented in coins at one point in history. So I don't know.
Yeah. 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 So in regards to Ethereum, the Ethereum merge that just happened a couple days ago, like what was it, a little over a week ago. Um, how was the Ravencoin community interacting with those that are moving over to from Ethereum over to Ravencoin? Have they been open to the community, or are they strictly staying away from the community and just mining it? Has anybody interacted with anybody that came over from Ethereum?
I have not.
Oh, crickets? No. Okay.
Yeah, I haven't actually spoken to anybody, but I know in terms of some discussions I've seen, there is obviously they are looking at Ravencoin as obviously a place to mine. But yeah, I think there is great momentum what I've seen so far.
Well, it's clearly obvious when we go from five terahashes to 20. 20. What was it? 24, I think it was, or 26 terahashes at its peak. Yeah, so there's obviously a lot of people that didn't move over, but I wonder if they actually just actually were communicating with the community, or just staying silent in the background, just mining it. So yeah, interesting.
Hey John, do you want to also talk about the Quoting's probably got a lot more content around this, around the Evergrande, the Wales project that he's launching, the DeFi project on the fork of Ravencoin. Quoting's
Yeah,
probably got a lot more knowledge around that space,
yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. Evergreen, or yeah, not Evergreen. Evermore.
Sorry, Evermore.
Yeah, I think it was uh that that boat that got stuck in the canal. That was Evergreen.
Sorry, mate. Wrong ever.
Do you have a Do you have a link to that? Can you post it
uh the project or the foundation?
to the Evermore? Yeah, to the Evermore. Just post an
Oh
article so I
yeah.
can show it here on the screen.
Yeah, I got you. Let me should ignore my son making a bunch of noise in the background. Oh my god.
Well,
I think I share a
while you do that,
profile. There we
Quoting.
go.
Just tweet it. Tweet it. I'm on your page right now.
While you do
Oh
that,
yeah.
Quoting,
It's
I
pinned on
believe
here.
that was actually there's gonna be a snapshot. There's gonna be a snapshot, isn't there, in terms of what Ravencoin staked at one particular time coming up, right? In terms of how they're gonna airdrop, right?
What was that, Brick?
No, I was just saying in terms of I believe they're gonna take a snapshot of the Ravencoin blockchain in terms of holding Raven as to how they're gonna airdrop their tokens, and Quoting will go
Yeah,
into more detail. Yeah.
yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah, let's go ahead and I'm gonna wait for Quothing here to tweet that out, and I'll open up the link and read through that a bit. Let's see here.
I posted up
There's so
pinned
much
on our space.
on the what space.
It's pinned at the top of our Twitter space.
Got it. Got it. Okay. So it looks like the Evermore Foundation tweeted, introducing Evermore. Evermore is a blockchain with built-in assets and DeFi, decentralized finance primitives. Evermore extends the Bitcoin UTXO model with DeFi primitives, thereby eliminating errors commonly caused by implementing DeFi and general purpose smart contracts. Evermore is built with a fork of Raven and grew out of DeFi discussions and research within the Ravencoin community. Evermore forks Ravencoin, but not assets. It takes measures to protect Ravencoin because it seeks not to replace Raven, but to coexist with a different purpose. In addition to DeFi primitives, Evermore includes features that improves transaction speed, flexibility, zero confirmations, minimal transaction fees, scaling, and complex covenant financial derivatives. Evermore also includes development, financing, and uses the Evermore ProgPow algorithm to keep hardware requirements affordable and competitive. For more information, please join the Discord. They do have a Discord link here at the Evermore, or you can go to evermorecoin.org. Let's go to that real quick. Open that link up. And they have everything here. Get Evermore Core, get Ever ProgPow Miner, go to Mainnet Explorer, go to Testnet. And I believe they're still working on this, right? This is not out yet?
Yeah, none of it's out yet.
Okay. Well, let's go to read the white paper here, because I love reading white papers. All right, so Evermore, a peer-to-peer system for decentralized finance. Thank you to Satoshi Nakamoto and all the Bitcoin developers for Bitcoin. Thank you to Bruce Fenton, Tron Black, Blonde Frogs, and all the Ravencoin developers for Ravencoin. Abstract. Evermore is a blockchain. By the way, the ticker for Evermore is EVR. Is a blockchain with built-in assets and DeFi, decentralized finance primitives. I think we already read all this stuff. Yeah. Yeah, we read all this. Yeah. Okay, let's scroll on down to, let's go to primitives. Scrolling on down to Evermore protocol extensions, more pages. And a second IPFS field for ask. Okay, let's interesting. One of the IPFS fields is treated as immutable once the asset is issued, even during reissues. The second IPFS field is always mutable, even for unique assets and other non-reissuable assets. This change needs additional RPC and GUI support. Okay, let's see. Adding expiring unique assets. Interesting. Unique assets are given a lifetime when they are created. There is a minimum lifetime 1 hour and a minimum cost 0.05 EVR to prevent spam and to limit computational load. Only a fixed set of lifetimes and associated prices will be supported. Proposed lifetime and associated prices: 1 hour, 0.05 EVR, 1 day, 0.1 EVR, 1 week, 0.2 EVR, 1 month, 0.5 EVR, 3 months, 1 EVR, 6 months, 2 EVR, 1 year, 4 EVR, infinite, 5 EVR. For example, assets can represent concert tickets that expire after the concert, 1 hour worth of VPN service, or a 10-year bond. The expiring nature of this asset type makes it ideal for representing an expiring option of future contracts. Such securities exhibit unique pricing behaviors because expiring option contracts trend to the value of 0 at the time of expiration, while expiring future contracts trend towards the spot market price. That is interesting. I've never thought about that. Expiring assets. That is pretty cool. Let's scroll on down here to implement value assets. Whoops. Okay, implement value assets. Okay, no. Add layer level 1 DEX support to communicate to desired trade. Enhance support for 2 steps. Scrolling on down, level 2. Add Oracle DEX support. On-chain two-step atomic swap support for Oracle-based price discovery provides another vast improvement in price discovery and flexibility. Markets use many different methods of price discovery. Some use traditional off-chain bid, ask order books. DeFi projects are experimenting with a variety of automatic market makers algorithms. Oracle DEX support allows an offer creator to select any Oracle of their choice based on the Oracle's public keys and sign price reports. Only the price quote and signature format need to be standardized, and a few changes need to be made to the UTXO definition and consensus rules. The buyer can choose an Oracle from any independent vendor who provides that service on a for-profit basis. Evermore Foundation. Please see evermore.foundation for more details about the Evermore Foundation. There it is. Cool. You guys want to know more? Check it out. All right. Back to Ravencoin. So, have you guys had any discussions here about P2SH? And why would you guys want P2SH? Oh, sorry about that quote thing. Let me. Oh no! Check that out. My alarm just went off. That means I gotta take a break. It's time to spin the wheel. All right. So we had four speakers. I believe we had four speakers. 1 second, quoting. Four speakers. We had Brick, Lissa, quoting, Erica. You guys gonna go ahead and choose somebody right now that is only a listener to add them to the wheel. All right, we'll start off with Alyssa. Who do you want to choose?
Cryptic Sophia.
Okay, I'll put Sophia. Sophia. Oops. All right. Let's see. Sophia. There we go. All right. Who we got next? Next, we have Quothing. Who do you want to choose?
Let's go, hype man. Oh, never mind. Hype man just dipped. I guess you know what? Ravenite down there. I'd like to do them.
Ravenite. Got it. All right. Next, we have Brick.
Bono.
Bono. Okay. Next, we have Erica. Who do you want to choose?
Okay, like honestly, who's left? um,
Pokey.
Brave. Were you picked yet?
Anybody. Even if they're already picked, you can choose them again. It's your choice.
All right, just unless wait, Pokey has Pokey been?
And the winner is Erica. Congratulations, Erica. Go ahead and DM Blockchain John for your prize with your let's do a Ravencoin NFT with your asset aware address. Congratulations. All right, cool. Let's now we're going to talk about Ravencoin P2SH. If you guys don't know, P2SH has been in the works for the past, I believe, 2 years now. Cool thing. Go ahead.
I just wanted to add about the Evermore thing before we got too far along from it.
Yep.
Anything that's created on EVR will be able to be back channeled to Ravencoin, to my understanding. So anything innovative that we feel like works well and is tested well can be implemented for Ravencoin.
Great. So it is reverse engineerable and can be integrated into Ravencoin. That is great to hear. So if you're interested in what Evermore is doing and producing, support them because there's a high probability that it can be integrated with Ravencoin. That's amazing. All right, moving on over to Ravencoin P2SH. That has been in the works for at least 2 years. I'm going to head over to the Ravencoin development meeting. Let's see here. Eesh. There's so much communications here. I don't know if I'm going to find anything on P2SH that I haven't read. Scrolling on up. Um, what I did read earlier, which was quite interesting, from what I understood, is that they're reversing the testnet to. Oh, here it is. Notes: the Ravencoin testnet is currently on a soon-to-be depreciated chain fork. This is written by Kinkajou. We will be rolling back the chain to version 4.6.1 rules without P2SH before a BIP9 activated hard fork to the expected P2SH implementation. I'm not sure what that exactly means. So if somebody can elaborate, that would be great. If anybody has more information on that. Hello? No one?
My guess is that they don't want any uh-ohs to happen. So reverting the testnet and
Okay.
then preparing the main fork or the main chain to fork.
Okay. Without P2SH.
Um, yeah, I was thinking of just, well, that's what they're reverting the wallet to, but then the vote is coming up for P2SH.
Okay. So when you say the vote, is it a community vote? Is it just a developer's vote? Is it an
No,
on-chain vote?
on-chain miner, to my understanding.
Okay. So there you go. If you're a miner, you guys can make that decision if you want to implement P2SH. Now, what are the pros and cons of P2SH?
I can't think of any cons.
Okay, what are the pros?
Basically, you'll be able to do on-chain asset swaps for multiple chains. So, like, say, so essentially, like, look at what you're able to do for asset swaps on like 1inch or any of these other like Ethereum based ones. A lot of that stuff is on chain. So like whenever you do a swap, it is done on chain. P2SH allows that. Multi-sig. So, or not just multi-sig, but multi-sig of assets, and greater multi-sig capability. So like if you needed to have off like I think it's greater than 12, then P2SH can facilitate that, as well as just automated. I think some automation can be done, especially on the Ravencoin marketplaces, um, with P2SH.
So I pulled up a link here from Hans Schmidt. He wrote back in 2021, that you can integrate atomic swaps in Ravencoin once P2SH is activated, which means that you can actually swap on chain between. It looks like it's gonna be same algorithms. So as of right now, what he wrote is between Ravencoin and Bitcoin for now, which is cool. It also is going to allow you to integrate the ability to lock assets into a multi-sig contract. And now keep in mind that this can already be implemented now, like with a side chain. This is going to be, if P2SH is activated, this can be integrated on chain. And it's better to have these things integrated on chain because it makes it more secure than having a quote unquote smart contract. You don't really, for the Ravencoin community, I'm going to discourage using smart contracts only because we've seen time and time again on the Ethereum blockchain with people making massive amounts of smart contracts, and these contracts are not written properly, or they're intentionally made with a back door to rug pull, or they're just they have vulnerabilities. So if it's built on chain, that means it's been reviewed and audited multiple times, and having it on chain is probably the best solution overall. All right, so let's continue on. Cross-chain atomic swap takes place in the following steps. Okay, I'm not going to read all of that. If you guys want to check it out, Hans Schmidt writes some really great articles. Check out his site. Let's see. That's art on piece to SH, unfortunately. Um, yeah. Yeah, there's not much on it. Sorry. Sorry. Go ahead, quoting.
I understand the hesitation and not being super uh, kind to the ideal of smart contracts on Ravencoin, but I think it's kind of worth asking. You know, are the pros worth the cons? And for a lot of the things that are able to be done at a finer level, mass level, and scalability, it's going to require some level of automation. Um, that automation can be wrote via scripts that are going to be on marketplaces or websites, or that automation can be done via scripts that are wrote via smart contracts. I'm under the opinion that I think a lot of the same flaws that are written and put out there for the Ethereum network and smart contracts could also be used as an attack vector on traditional Web 2, we'll call it, as much as I hate that separation. I think that there's something there. And I'm not convinced entirely that not having smart contracts makes Raven's assets invulnerable. And I'm trying to parse out if I believe that smart contracts would be beneficial, or I shouldn't even say beneficial because they would be beneficial if smart contracts are something that would be good for Raven. Not that I have any decision of that, but for whatever it's worth, I think it's worth discussing.
It is a discussion, and it has been discussed on the Ravencoin development meeting. And I think the conclusion was from Tron that the risk is too high against the reward, and that's where it concluded. And so that's why the developers are going with that flow and reversing the test net. So a lot of other people are disappointed that there has been a lot of money invested into the audits, and all these years and all this skill and time invested into developing the code for not to be implemented has been a big disappointment. But it's one of those things that you got to really consider the risk. This is not something that uh, um, can just be played with on main chain. If there's a pretty high risk, don't risk it. Don't risk it. Brick, go ahead.
Yeah, John, just just on that in terms of obviously the Ravencoin blockchain, as you know, I mean, as most of you know, we switched from Ethereum to Ravencoin blockchain where we're tokenizing our real estate properties, and that was a massive decision for us, only because we got faith in the chain and going forward. So for us, in terms of when you see DigiShares, who are one of the global, the leading global providers, service providers in tokenized assets in real estate properties, in terms of creating platforms like for us, when they adopted Ravencoin to be able to have that as a chain for their clients, that's a massive statement where they saw Ravencoin. So they had Ethereum, obviously, and they added the second one they added was the Ravencoin. So that was a massive statement for someone who's a global leader as a service provider where they see Ravencoin. And for us, it ticks all the boxes. What we need as far as tokenizing our real estate properties, it's got all the things we need. We don't need smart contracts. It's got all the things that we need to embed in the code, in the tokens to get it out there. So I think that gives everybody a lot of confidence in terms of what Ravencoin is.
Okay, thank you.
The
Looks like we
smart
have
contract enable uh, them to do their job easier or better with Ravencoin. I'd be very interested in speaking with Klaus about that.
Yep. Ravenite wants to speak. He has his hand up. Ravenite has been actively involved in the development meeting and can give us some more information on that. So, if you don't mind, Ravenite, please feel free to speak.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm outside working on cinder blocks. In terms of the testnet part, I might cut out the conversation, so I missed a little bit. But part I was in that room talking about P2SH and what it could do. There was a real problem that another fork, 4.9.1, and the problem was they were interfering with each other's chains, and so 4.6.1 wasn't compatible with 4.9.1. I think I got the numbers right. Anyway, and so the problem with the consensus in part is that people still wanted to be able to test mainnet on a testnet environment without being interfered with extra features and still be able to connect in a way that's still.
Ravenite, is there any possible way you can get a better connection?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So, I mean, I think there was an unfinished discussion about having both 4.6 and 4.9 running at the same time, but not in a way that they interfere with each other's ports. And so that way you could still develop with P2SH on 4.9, but still work in a mainnet environment, a testnet, a normal current user. So that was the real gist that I got from the decision being made there.
It's in my head, to be honest. So the main issue is that the two chains were interfering with each other.
Yeah, lots of new users and old users who want to spin up testnet couldn't because they are bringing in 4.1 and 4.3.1. I can't remember the last number off the top of my head. But the problem, and then they couldn't do it, and so you're getting a lot of frustrated new users, old users, users coming over from during the ETH merge, and so how do you best serve them and serve the other stuff? So yeah, it was to roll back, and then an undecided change hasn't happened yet for how do we get 4.9 to not interfere with testnet at the same time, have a second testnet. So
I see. I
yeah.
see. So is it still under consideration to have PTSH?
I would assume so. It's just kind of unquiet lately right now. People's busy schedules.
Okay. Or are they reverting to Evermore to integrate code later on in the future?
I don't know. I can't speak to that.
Okay. What are you working on, Ravenite?
A lot of different. I'm at 1% on my phone, so I'll try to be quick. I
Go ahead. Looks like we lost him.
I think he rugged. I think his phone died.
Yeah, I think it's one time. That's unfortunate. All right. It was great to hear from him though. Okay, cool. There you guys go. All right, let's start promoting some projects out here before we wrap it up. And of course, we're going to be doing Ravencoin Community Day every Friday to give a fresh update of what's been going on in the development meeting. And I think this is very important for the community, for the Ravencoin community, to know what's going on in development. You guys need to know what's going on behind the scenes, and you guys need to either make that decision to upgrade, downgrade, side grade, whatever kind of grade. But you guys need to be testing it. Like we just read here earlier, a translation.
His mic was still going, but he was rugging, so I just muted him.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with what projects you guys are promoting. So we'll start off with Lissa. Well, actually, let's start off with C3 Media. C3 Media, we do have a crypto podcast here every Sunday and Wednesday to talk about the crypto news. You guys can check that out on YouTube. We are doing Twitter Spaces on Tuesday. That is open to the entire community, to the entire crypto community, to talk about their projects. And we are opening up the calendar again for exclusive interviews. If you guys are interested, email blockchainc3media@gmail.com. If you guys want to have a one-on-one to promote your project, that'd be a great way to get bring awareness to your project. And then on Fridays, I'll be hosting these events here, the Ravencoin Community Day, for a while now. And I believe that's all I have. Okay, go ahead, Lisa.
So like I said earlier, I'm working with Just NFTs, and we have been going to conferences promoting Ravencoin and promoting our products. And we're an NFT resource provider. But besides all of that, I do run a YouTube channel called AM Daily Crypto. I also do news slash anything, any project that wants to be featured, DM me, and we can figure something out. I do everything free. I don't charge anybody anything. So if you are wanting to be featured or you want to do an interview, just like John, let me know. But yeah, that's pretty much all I do.
Yeah, thank you. And listen, I'm telling you, man, I told you since day one, I knew you were gonna make it, man. You're making your way to the top. You've been great. You've been putting all this energy into it, and the results are there. Your Twitter followings have been growing massively. It's great. You've been going to these meetups. You've been shaking hands. You've been meeting people. You've been representing Ravencoin in a very positive light. So I thank you for that, for doing that, investing your time. it's not easy. I know it hasn't been easy. You've been going through your own personal struggles, but regardless, you've been pushing through that, and I'm just going to give you a big thank you to that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And like I said, the offer still stands. Like if you want me to come on every once in a while, like if Jake can't do it, let me know and I can fill in if needed.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, thank you. All right, cool thing. What do you have going on on your side of the hill?
Yo, just still pumping Raven. Nothing's changed. I am pushing for this Ergo uh adoption for Ravencoin and being able to work with each other. There's a lot that's moving on with that. I'm in touch with a couple devs. If you know how to build a mining pool, if you want to experiment in implementing mineable assets, if you are a marketplace and you want to consider adding these assets, if you are an Ergo marketplace or if you are a Ravencoin marketplace for NFTs, assets, if you can help facilitate liquidity, there's a lot that's going on with it, and it's going to take a lot of hands that I'm not necessarily capable of, like a tenth of it. So I'm going to be needing a lot of help with that. Outside of that, we're just going to keep pushing Raven, baby. Keep pushing use cases, keep getting it in people's hands however we could do it.
Awesome. Do you have any NFTs or assets you have listed, or you're trying to promote?
No, other than I'm giving things away. If you want to participate in a giveaway or you want to give some stuff away, a new collection, let me know. I'm more than happy to help with that giveaway. Yeah, but no, nothing that I'm selling or anything like that. No.
Awesome. Hashtag buy my book. All right.
Hashtag buy John's book.
All right, Brick. What do you got going on?
Got the two Twitter Spaces that I host every week. So we do the Brick Q&A on Tuesdays at 4 p.m. US Eastern Standard Time, and then we also do the Wednesday 3 p.m. US Eastern Standard Time, which is the what is token around educating around tokenized real estate that Jake Manard is my co-host on. So again, that same place, same time every week, those two shows. So again, trying to educate, provide awareness in terms of what's happening in from our perspective and also from a real estate tokenization perspective. And obviously there's always a theme, obviously close theme to Ravencoin as well, given obviously tokenizing Ravencoin blockchain. So yeah, check it out, join, and keep becoming aware of what's happening out there.
Sir, aren't you also hosting a metaverse?
Of course, you've already mentioned that, but I will mention it again. Well, again, it's very much with the Bravelands Gems on the Beach that we do one first Saturday of each month. Obviously, a facilitator with the help of obviously the Ravencoin community. With people like you, you also have it on your Twitch live that you do a fantastic job of. So again, it's we continue to get it out there. This on Saturday, it's actually the 1st of October at 4 p.m. US Eastern Standard Time. The theme is going to be around miners, obviously with the ETH merge. We want to actually embrace all miners out there to come and see what's happening on the Ravencoin and be educated. And we're going to have some Ravencoin miners can share their experience in terms of what's happening. Again, let's get it out there. Let's embrace all miners out there on blockchains to come and see what's happening on Ravencoin.
There you go. So if you guys are interested in joining Ravencoin's metaverse, you guys can join with let's see, Braveland. What is Braveland's website here? Braveland.
And,
let's see.
or
I'll pin it up. I'll pin it up, John.
Okay, thank you. Yep. Perfect. All right. So if you guys are interested in Ravencoin's metaverse, it's in Braveland, and Brick will be hosting that on the 1st of October. Okay. Next, we have Erica. Erica, what do you have that you want to promote?
Well, I'm actually, so I realized afterwards, after I talked, I was like, I never said the fact that ET art is actually like what I'm a part of. So this is just my personal Twitter. Travis is usually the one doing ET art. But if you look up ET art, we do have, I think we have a couple things listed right now. And if not, I think we're listing. So I don't know, Travis.
No, yeah, we definitely
Okay.
we have quite a few collections on there right now. With our two daughters have their collections on there, and then we have a couple collections ourselves that we have on there.
I'm not sure if I'm looking at the right one. I'm on Twitter right now. I just typed in ET art.
Is it ET Art Visions? Is that what you have that under?
Yeah, at ET Art Visions.
Is it? Anime, and our youngest, her little cows.
I don't see that on ET art.
Travis, I don't know. I have absolutely no idea.
It's literally in her bio.
In her bio? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I didn't. I'm the worst. I'm the absolute worst.
The Facebook link?
No, their Twitter.
What you're doing with the, you got this.
What we have
Collection on there that's listed.
But they're asking how to find our page.
Oh, on what?
Like our ETR. I'm right.
On Ravenist? Or what?
Yes.
I'm pulling that up now.
I think we might have a couple things left on NFT Ravenist. It's hard to keep up with everything now and join in, and I'm just trying to keep up. So we sticking to the Raven place right now.
Sorry, this is why they don't let me on here. I'm the worst. I'm like, I don't know the technical anything. I do colors.
No worries. I'm looking at it now. I do remember seeing Jade's art collection. I remember that now. I think I saw that. I think I saw that yesterday. Somebody tweeted that out. I am looking at Ravenous right now, showing it on screen. There's some artwork here. Some awesome anime. I love anime. And I see Cal Milk. That's great. And let's see, SSS 10. Who's making those? Supernova Stars.
Oh, the Supernova Stars, Travis.
Oh,
That's
the Stars started on Ravenmint. I don't know if anybody remembers Ravenmint, but it was going to become a video game. I was trying to, well, not really a video game, almost like a
card game.
A card game, a 1-versus-1 card game, almost like Pokemon type style, where you collect a set of stars and build a team, and you would have to have a king and like 3 people under the king to battle, and you would battle each other. But because of Ravenman getting shut down, and it was a generative thing.
It was a little heartbreaking.
I'm trying to figure out how to create a generator, possibly get back to reminting them and getting more produced. But I only have so many made so far.
You should reach out to JC. JC can help you out. Set that up.
Nice.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. So I'm looking at the Supernova Smash right now. It's the description here is Supernova Star Smash is a cross of collection NFTs or star. Can you thank you. NFTs or Star Warriors with rare traits and characteristics that build up each Star Warrior to be unique in its own regards, alongside being a collection versus collector turn-based style game. Each warrior has his own battling attributes to army up and wage war against other warrior armies. Start building your own exclusive 6-man Star Warrior army today and begin enjoying epic battles against other Supernova Star Smash NFT collectors. Now you guys can see here on screen that these stars do have an HP, an RH, and LH. They are listed. I'm looking at SSS number 10, listed currently on Ravenous for 750 Raven. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, let's do a giveaway for this Pokey Pencil NFT that I pinned up at the top.
All right. Let's see here. Let me pull up the wheel here. And let's see, who do we have? We got Brick. Okay. So
minus me and minus Pokey.
No, it's fine. I'll just keep you guys on there. Let's see, JC. Let's see. Ravencoin assets. Blockchain John. I don't know why I'm writing my name on there. Let's put everybody on there. Let's see. Pokey, Pencil. Let's see. Jeffrey, and Brave.
Yeah, just whoever wins just has to DM Pokey their address and he'll get it sent over.
Brave. And let's see. Was it Cryptic? Sophia. Sophia. This takes a while. That's why I don't want to put everybody's name on it. Let's see. Richard.
John's spinning it 4 times till it lands on John.
All right. We do have a winner, and the winner is Richard. Congratulations, Richard.
Hey, shout out Richard. Richard's tied. If no one follows Richard, you need to follow him. He makes the sickest little NFTs. And he's from Ukraine.
Awesome. Okay, so how does Richard get the NFT? Does he contact
Just DM Pokey Pencil.
DM Pokey Pencil with your asset aware address. Okay, so we're gonna go to wrap this up. This segment of Ravencoin Community Day is over. I'm sad that it's over. I wish you can stay a little longer. I might just keep the channel open, but for the time being, Twitter Space and YouTube. I'll see you guys next time. Brick, it looks like you have some words there.
Before you wrap it up, John, don't forget DM me. There'll be an NFT going your way. Send me your Mango Farm wallet, and Crypto Sophia, she's in here. Also DM me. I'll send you a few NFTs your way. But you gotta send me your Mango Farm wallet address. That's all. Thanks, John.
Perfect. Thank you. All right, everyone. Once again, this is hosted by C to the Media. We do have a coin tree linked below. You guys can help support the growth of C to the Media by literally just going subscribing on our YouTube channel, following on Twitter, Twitch. I would appreciate if you guys do follow on Odyssey. We're trying to grow our Odyssey channel. It's pretty much like YouTube, but it's on blockchain. It is Web3. It's great. I want to help support Odyssey and move away from YouTube. So check that out. Also, if you guys want to donate via crypto, we do have a couple of addresses for social media. You can donate Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, Raven, or if you have assets, donate our way, and a bunch of other coins. So with that said, Cryptonauts and Ravenites all around the world, thank you guys for joining us. And until next time, stack sats and hodl. Adios.